Pardon the interruption, but I'm Mike Wilbon on assignment in Chicago.
I'm Tony Kornheiser. Does the assignment involve Richard Dent, Otis Wilson, and a steakhouse by any chance?
Yeah, Chicago cut. You left out Tommy Waddle, but Waddle just became a grandpa, and so he may not get a permission slip signed. So it may just be, you know, the great defensive players and me. Maybe. Cut.
I'm a fan of
join
Waddle,
us.
as you know.
I know you are.
I'm a fan of Waddle.
So am I.
I've been with him, talked to him a bunch of times. Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. In today's episode, the Seahawks top the Cardinals, the Ravens face the Chiefs, and a big weekend in college football. But we begin today with baseball as we enter the regular season's final weekend. Last night, the Tigers finally got a win, beating Cleveland 4-2 to jump back into a tie atop the American League Central. The Mets beat your Cubs 8-5 to still cling to their one-game lead over Cincinnati for the last National League wildcard. And the Dodgers clinched the NL West for the 12th time in the last 13 seasons by beating Arizona 8-0. Wilbon, what are you most interested in seeing on baseball's final weekend?
Okay, Tony, I may surprise you. I'm still interested in Detroit-Cleveland. I'm glad Detroit won last night. I think the final was 4-2, a couple of home runs early, got them off to a good start. I want to see how that is resolved, Detroit-Cleveland. But I don't care about the wild card races. It's just me. But there's something else I do care about. I care about home runs. I don't think anybody's going to set any more records, although it's not out a possibility. I mean, I want to see Judge, I want to see Schwarber, I want to see the big dumper, and I want to see Shohei. Yeah. Did I leave anybody out? I mean, these people are hitting historic levels of home runs. I know Schwarber can probably set the Phillies club record if he does it. The dumper can go to, if he hits 2, I mean, he can get up there and Judge and Ruth, you know, he join them. I care about all those guys and what they might be able to do with home runs. The wild cards, that's your thing, and I care about Cleveland, Detroit. That's my final weekend.
Wait. Did you watch my notes? Because you just stole everything on this page.
Did I?
Because I was going to say, and I am going to say, I'm going to start small picture. I'm going to start with Shohei Ohtani, who last night hit number 54. He had 54 last year. I'm hoping that he hits a couple more and at least ties Schwarber. And I'm hoping he scores 6 runs in 3 games, Mike, because that would get him to 150 runs scored this year. And that would be the second time that's been done since 1949. Only the second time. And then when people go to vote on the National League, Ted Williams did it in 1949. Then when people vote for NL MVP, I will hear this sentence, oh, but Schwarber doesn't pitch. And I also want to see the big dumper get 2 more, not more. I want to see him tie Aaron Judge for that 62 from a couple of years back. Not go ahead of it, but I want to see that. I am interested. I am interested in the wild card. I'm interested in the wild card for this reason. Cincinnati plays Milwaukee. Milwaukee has nothing to play for. They won the division. They have the most wins in the National League. I think this favors Cincinnati because Milwaukee just wants to get ready for the playoffs. I think that hurts the Mets, and the Mets have to play in Miami, and Miami wants to beat the Mets, and they got Sandy Alcantara. They put him back one day just so he can face the Mets. On the other side, Detroit has to play the Red Sox. The Red Sox, I don't think, have clinched yet. They may have to win one more.
Game,
whereas Cleveland plays Texas, which has lost 9 out of 10, and I think that favors Cleveland. But like you, I want to see more home runs. I do. Want to see
Let me say this real quick before we move on, Tone. I disagree with you about Milwaukee. You want Cincinnati out. You do not want to have to, down the line, even potentially, play a team in your division in the playoffs, even though you were the superior team. You want to kill Cincinnati's chances.
We'll see.
I remember the Bears had a chance to eliminate the Packers one year. They let the Packers live and get in as a wild card team and then lost the NFC Championship game. You don't want to play a team in your division. If you can avoid it, kill them now. Just saying. Let's move to the National Football League, where the Seahawks came away with a win over the Cardinals. Seattle was ahead 20-6 midway through the 4th, but Arizona scored 2 late touchdowns to tie things at 20. Sam Darnold then led the Seahawks in the field goal range to win it in the final 28 seconds. Tone, what does this result say to you about each team?
Well, let me start with Arizona. I've watched Kyler Murray for a number of years now. This is his 7th year with the Cardinals. He's great fun to watch. He's a very exciting player. He has no results. Here is his record as a starter. 38-47-1. All right? He's only won 9 games once. I was not at all surprised that he lost last night at home because his record at home as a starter is 18-26-1. He's actually better on the road. Let me move to Seattle now. And I think Seattle's a pretty good team. I think they have a good defense because when the Baltimore Ravens had a good defense, not this year, Mike McDonald was their defensive coordinator. And they have added Sam Darnold this year. And Sam Darnold was really good in Minnesota, and he's good in Seattle. Last night, Mike, Sam Darnold, 18 of 26 for 242 yards and a touchdown. That's almost 10 yards per attempt. Darnold had a rating of 111. Kyler Murray had a rating of 73.2. Darnold's now 17-4 in Minnesota and Seattle. And this Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones are exhibits A and B about how terrible it is to be a quarterback at either the Jets or the Giants. It doesn't matter who the coach is. It is a disaster. The Jets and the Giants kill quarterbacks.
These teams are okay. They're all right. They may even be wild card teams. And they may be in the toughest division in football. But they might be the 3rd and 4th best teams in their division because the Niners and Rams, in whatever order you want to take them, are probably better than each one of them. So let's not get too carried away. I'm not going to pile all that on Kyler Murray. I watch the Cardinals. I know a little more closely than you do. That team is
his record
often,
is his record, Mike.
Tony, he's not playing defense. He's not out there to stop somebody when the Cardinals defense is awful. And I was glad to see Marvin Harrison, the junior or the third or whatever Marvin Harrison is, I was glad to see him stop dropping passes that turn into interceptions after he's hit in the hands by Kyler Murray. Because that's what he's been doing so far in a year plus. Last night he had 2 great catches after he caused an interception. Hit him in the hands. He's been dropping passes. He's not been what they drafted in the 4th position. He has not been Larry Fitzgerald Jr., okay? He has not been.
No, he has not.
I don't want to put that all on. I don't want to put that all on Kyler Murray.
I'm just going to tell you this.
But these are okay.
Okay. But his record is you are what your record says you are, right?
The record is not great.
That's what Parcells said. Okay. Arizona now 0-2 in division. Teams that start out 0-2 in division have only a 9% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah,
well, they're not. Let's move to college football. The biggest games tomorrow are number 4 LSU at number 13 Ole Miss at 3:30. Then head-to-head at 7:30 are number 6 Oregon at number 3 Penn State in a whiteout game. And number 17 Alabama at number 5 Georgia between the hedges. All of these teams other than Alabama are unbeaten at the moment. Wilbon, what is the most compelling game of the weekend to you, Mr. Big Ten?
This is not close. This is not close to me. Oregon and Penn State. I mean, that's my conference. And I've seen Oregon in person already this year. And I see Penn State a lot. And Penn State walks away from these matchups against teams in the top 10, and they lose. They can have a whiteout. They can have a blue out. They can have a luau. They can have anything they want whenever it's big and 107,000 people in that stadium, which causes traffic jams all the way back to Baltimore and Washington until about 2 in the morning. I know I've been in them. They lose. So I don't know what to make of them. I'm looking at this thing saying, Penn State, show me. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I know they're well coached. I know they're perennially a challenger, a contender. But they don't ultimately deliver in games like this, and Oregon is really potent, really good.
Yeah.
That's the matchup I care about. The other two, fine. I believe Alabama is not any good, and they're going to get crushed by Georgia. I know Booger McFarland says something different. And the LSU Ole Miss game, wake me. I might get to that.
Well, I expected this because, those are SEC games, and you're a Big Ten guy, so I expected this. In any other year, the main attraction would be Alabama and Georgia. In any other year, both of those teams would have walked into this undefeated. And in any year prior to the expansion of the playoffs, you would say that the winner of this game is the team that is going to go to the playoffs. But Alabama lost to Florida State in its opening game. That changes the trajectory of this game, obviously. Every other team we're going to talk about is unbeaten at the moment. You know, and look, I have only one television set, and I know you think that makes me weak, Mike. I understand that, but I have one television set. So if you tell me